Just getting back Mike Conley now, and they look good moving forward.
Win a game without Mike Conley. He comes back. They don't miss a beat. Listen, Quinn Snyder is one hell of a coach, and the shots they create in the course of their offense, really something special.
His first game since March 11th. Jared Greenberg will have more on that as we are underway in Game 6. Familiar starting five for the Utah Jazz with Mitchell, Conley, Ingles, Gobert, and O'Neal, and it is Gobert. A report from the Mavericks locker room. What do you have, Jared?
The message at halftime was do it harder and do it smarter. The Mavericks want to tighten up their defense. They said too many missed shots turned into Clipper fast.
At Division III Williams College before finishing his career at Michigan. Oh, what a pass that finished Dragic.
Been passing it well in this early going.
That's what Michael Malone defensively wanted to see on LeBron James, Chris, building that wall.
Where he finds Millsap left wide open, and he knocks it down.
Game 1, and still couldn't complete it as we check in with Rachel.
Well, it's funny, in the Heat locker room at halftime, the message was something we don't normally hear from the Miami side that often, Mike. The coaches told players their effort just wasn't good enough, especially defensively. They thought a lot of that was coming off taking bad shots on the other end.
Answers for the pick and roll game. Tatum in particular, but even Kemba Walker. And you've got to try to limit. That's a bad, so close. He really did think he had it before. You know, sometimes players aren't realistic.
Just have to keep going, and people will figure it out later. And I think most fans have figured out this is who he's been his whole time in the career. His commitment to excellence. This OKC team would not be that good without that.
Crowder, smart guarding Dragic.
Tatum back to Smart. Smart off the dribble. Gets inside. Layup. Banks it home. And the foul. Marcus. What a terrific young core the Miami Heat have. Two of them undrafted. Caruso throws it up. And already, we're still just over 4 minutes gone by here in the second.
And what do I know? This Raptor team has played boxing one and won a championship. I think tonight it's hurting them. Boxing one on Kemba Walker has created openings and allowed as Lowry.
All about defense. They want their best perimeter defenders in the game to start the game out.
Caruso is on Tyler Hero. Anthony Davis has played some of his best ball. Pass inside. Oh, Gordon.
And off look. Giannis. So a little more than 6 to play. 16 for Ross, as you mentioned, and make it 18.
Well, I know Dwight Howard didn't play well in the last ball game. Caruso's a gutsy call. If it was me, quite honestly, I wouldn't have made the change to Caruso. I would have stayed big and probably went with JaVale McGee. The welcome sight.
Largest lead. The biggest lead we've had in the game has been 8, and that was by the Nuggets. So it's been a tightly contested game thus far. Up top for go.
And Aaron Holiday, among a lot of other guys, to play well against this Heat team.
Some of the officials tonight, Mark Davis, our crew chief, Kevin Scott, and Gediminas Petrite.
And the tap won by OKC. Arden and Dort, Eric Gordon, and Chris Paul, and down the lane.
And of course, only 2 of 6 in the first half. I actually asked Jimmy before the game, I said, you're so good in the fourth quarter and overtime. How come we don't always see that from you in the other quarters? He said,
Brogdon, 62-47. Let's see if Indiana has a push here at the end of this first half. They need something good to happen. Jay Crowder for 3, set up by Butler.
Well-designed play there from Eric Spoelstra. They get the ball to the elbow. Quick handoff to Dragic to get him going to his left hand. He's able to get in the paint and knock it in.
Injury, and Dragic with the plantar fascia tear on his left foot. Pass inside to Morris. Beautiful bounce. Tice, Brown, Smart, and Walker. Same 5 remain on the court for both teams. Kemba Walker throws it back up top. Tatum, a three-pointer. Bang! Jason Tatum.
Honor the memory of others like George Floyd who have lost life in a police shooting. So fellows, guys on the court getting it done on and off.
Yeah, no question. That's good.
With Saint, who is one of the Bucks assistant coaches. And he said, you know what? At this point, we're doing it for Giannis. We played pretty well when he left the floor. It is a next man up mentality. We have been together so far throughout this season. We are going to really have
game in that series against Boston.
When the Raptors were on life support until that shot right there.
Inside, Harrell. Oh, and a nice.
So savvy and so selfless. And his teammates love that latter part. There's no ego with Jokic. Another beautiful pass. He's got himself a triple-double.
Here on the side out of bounds. They're going to be switching everything back here. Marcus Smart's going to stay up high, taking anybody coming to the ball.
Series on the line. Anunoby got it off. There it goes.
Now the benefits are rim protector, finisher, offensive rebounder. That's the value.
Through the first two games. And now coming into this series, we're a huge favorite. Even bigger now, but the Heat rallying around each other on the right.
Patman move. You deserve a percentage of the profits on that one. The one-leg turnaround, knee up, fade away.
On the take goes Conley. Delivered
by 16 points in the third quarter. That's when I know we're ready. Of course, guys, Malone is hoping his team, which was already down by double digits in the first half tonight, doesn't do it again here in the next few minutes. And he told me that at halftime, his instructions to them were, you're
away from the arena. Second of our doubleheader of playoff basketball on TNT. Mavericks with the first possession here, decked out in the blue uniforms. This is technically a Clipper home three.
Yeah, I'm looking for Murray in the pick and roll action. He's been hot. You need to keep milking him and let him get in that pick and roll with Jokic.
Jokic turns the corner all the way in.
You are potentially 12 minutes from an NBA championship. What do you say to the guys going into this next tunnel?
We just got to focus on our assignments and playing the game.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but to be fair, you could have put that resume up of LeBron James versus about 25, 26 teams, and it would have been the same thing.
Oh, nice leave.
Expiring contract of Kwame Brown.
Yeah, how weird was that, right? You get traded for your brother.
But he ends up making, Memphis is his home.
Right.
His kids there, the whole nine.
Kyle Lowry.
Protect the three-point line.
Giannis had Lopez there, didn't get it to him. Here's Hill. Middleton feeds Giannis for the dunk.
So show really any signs of slowing down. Butler guarding James. Danny Green hits a three.
Came off open, forced the big guy out to stunt. So they get Miles Turner on the slip to the rim. Well executed.
What a stat line by Turner. Dragic twisting in midair.
Because there's not intent is not. They don't referee intent. They referee the action. And obviously shots to the groin as Norman Powell's recovered.
I appreciate it.
And yet how they played and some of those things that Coach Malone pointed out in his team, you're only down 10 points. The question is now with no Jokic on the floor here, they've got to find some timely.
How much improved defensively they were. And then the Lakers with a blitz in the fourth quarter. Won game 2 and a similar fourth quarter success in game 3. And a 10-point win to go up 2-1. And there's another
2 seconds remaining. Perhaps in the season of the Grizzlies, they're down 6. Valanciunas. Brooks fires a 3. Got it! Dylan Brooks. Gabriel. Backdoor Adams gets in.
That you don't necessarily want to be here, having to overcome a big deficit, but you're comfortable here because you've been here before. So what is it going to take to force a game 7?
Well, it's going to be more deep.
Butler throws it. Harrell tries again. 3-pointers up. That's good. Harrell does it.
He's back up to 7. He's got 26. He's fired off 12 3-pointers. Dragic back out to Crowder. Great look to Butler inside field.
Dynamic duo backcourt of the Blazers have been superb here in the first half. Green's pass. Trent went for the steal and got the
app. And all proceeds from t-shirt sales will go to the Florida Rights Restoration Coalition. The Magic's partnership with the FRC has been conducting a voter registration campaign with the theme